Alright, let me lay this out for you. I'm a man, 32 years old, single, been around the block a few times but never really settled down. I've seen some shit, enough to know that when a story starts with, "I was just out for a drink," it's probably gonna end with, "and then everything went to hell." This one? It's a classic. A few weeks back, I found myself in one of those situations that makes you question everything you thought you knew about people, especially women, and especially the ones who act like they're saints until the opportunity for some action comes knocking. It was a Friday night, prime time for bad decisions, and I was at this busy bar with a couple of my buddies. Nothing special, just trying to unwind after a long week. The music was loud, the drinks were flowing, and the air was thick with that particular kind of anticipation that only a weekend night in a crowded spot can bring. I was waiting in line, trying to get another round, when I felt a tap on my shoulder. Turned around and there were two women, smiling. One was pretty dark hair, eyes that seemed to sparkle even in the dim light. The other was her friend, a bit more subdued, but still friendly enough. "Hey," the first one said, her voice cutting through the noise. "Mind if we steal a minute of your time?" I'm no fool. I know a green light when I see one. "Depends," I shot back, a grin playing on my lips. "What's the minute for?" We started chatting. My buddy, Dave, saw what was up and sauntered over, joining the conversation. They were cool, seemed laid back. Nothing screamed red flag right away. Just two girls out for a good time, same as us. We ended up inviting them to our table, kept talking, laughing. The night was just doing its thing, you know. One thing led to another, and before I knew it, we were heading back to Dave's place. Standard procedure. His apartment was closer, bigger, just made sense. We get back to Dave's, crack open some more beers, put on some music. The atmosphere was chill. The dark-haired girl, let's call her Sarah, was sitting next to me on the couch. We were talking, joking, and then the conversation started getting closer, the kind where you lean in a little more, your knees almost touching. Her friend and Dave were off in their own world, doing their own thing, which was fine by me. Sarah and I started making out, just a casual thing at first, you know how it goes. One kiss leads to another, and pretty soon, you're not just making out, you're deep in it, hands exploring, the whole damn 9 yards. My head was buzzing from the drinks and the thrill of it all. It felt good, the kind of good that makes you forget about everything else for a bit. After a while, Dave and the other girl decided to call it a night, disappearing into the back. That left Sarah and me on the couch. The kissing intensified. It was getting late, but neither of us seemed to care. The energy was electric. We were both pretty buzzed, and the lines between right and wrong started to blur, or at least they did for me. I was just in the moment, living it up. Then, at some point, we decided to move to my place. My place was even closer, just a few blocks away. As we were gathering our things, she handed me her phone, asking me to hold it while she grabbed her bag. I picked it up, and that's when I saw it. The wallpaper. A guy, on a beach, down on one knee, proposing to her. And then, a text message popped up on the screen, a notification from a contact named Fiancé. The world tilted a little. My stomach dropped, but the alcohol in my system acted like a buffer. It took a second, maybe two, for my brain to process what I was seeing. Even then, it was like it didn't fully register. I was drunk, yeah, but that's a piss-poor excuse, and I know it now. At the time, though, it was just a fleeting thought, a weird glitch in the matrix of my drunk brain. Fiancé? Nah, couldn't be. She wasn't wearing a ring. She hadn't said a damn word about anyone. My drunk self just brushed it off. Probably an old picture. A joke. Something. I didn't press it, didn't ask. Just handed her the phone back, like I hadn't seen a damn thing. What the hell was I thinking? I wasn't. That's the problem. We got to my place, and yeah, we ended up having sex. On the couch. Multiple times. Unprotected. I know. Stupid. Idiot. Moron. Call me what you want, you'd be right. In the moment, it just happened. The booze, the excitement, the heat of the moment. It felt good, and the thought of a condom just vanished. Poof. Gone. And then, like the moron I was, I fell asleep. Just like that. Smack. The next morning, the hangover hit me like a damn freight train. My head was pounding, and as the fog slowly started to clear, the memories of the night before came flooding back. And then that image. The phone. The wallpaper. The text message. It all hit me, clear as day. Engaged. This chick I just slept with? Engaged. I rolled over, still half asleep, and saw her phone on the coffee table. My curiosity, or maybe it was just my brain trying to make sense of the mess, got the better of me. I picked it up. No lock on it, of course. She's probably passed out. I scrolled through, and sure enough, there it was. The same picture, the proposal on the beach. Even though her wallpaper was randomized, that one popped up again. And the messages from Fiancé were still there, plain as day. My gut churned. A mix of regret, anger, and just plain disbelief washed over me. What the hell did I just do? And what the hell was wrong with her? She made no mention of any fiancé, no ring, nothing. She was the one who tapped me on the shoulder, she was the one who flirted, who came back to Dave's, who came back to my place. She initiated all of it. And now I knew. She was engaged. This wasn't just a random hookup, this was a hookup with a woman who was literally about to get married. I didn't say a word to her about it. What was I supposed to say? Hey, congrats on the engagement. Sorry about banging your future husband's fiancé last night? No, that wasn't going to happen. I just made small talk, tried to act normal. It was awkward as hell. She seemed perfectly fine though, like nothing was out of the ordinary. No remorse, no hint of guilt. Just bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, talking about whatever mundane bullshit came to mind. My buddy came to pick us up, dropped her off at her car, and then dropped me off at my place. I didn't get her number. Didn't even consider it. This wasn't the kind of thing you build on. This was a one-and-done, a messy, regrettable one-and-done. When I told my friends, they were as shocked as I was. Dude, are you serious? Dave asked, his jaw practically on the floor. No ring, nothing? And she hit on you? Yeah, man, serious. It felt crazy, like something out of a bad movie. This poor bastard, her fiancé, has no idea. He's probably planning the seating arrangements while his future wife is out there, hooking up with random guys. After I put this whole mess out there, I got a lot of comments, a lot of opinions. And yeah, I needed to clarify some things. First off, I'm not using alcohol as an excuse. I know damn well that booze doesn't justify doing something shitty. I like to think that if I was sober, I wouldn't have gone through with it. I want to believe that. But I can't be certain, and that's what worries me. Because deep down, part of me knows I just wanted to get laid, and in my drunken state, that overrides everything else. It's a harsh truth, but it's the truth. And then there was the whole "who's more in the wrong?" debate. Me or her? My honest opinion? We're both very much in the wrong. I think arguing about who's worse misses the damn point. After I saw her phone, there was no reason not to end it. I had every opportunity to walk away, to stop it, to not be that guy. And I didn't. That's on me. She's worse, sure, because she's the one who's engaged, who clearly made a choice to deceive her fiancé. But I'm no saint either. Karma's a bitch, and I'd put myself in a position where I could get seriously screwed. Unprotected sex? Are you kidding me? What if I caught something? What if she's pregnant? That's a nightmare scenario right there. The thought of a kid out there, a bun in her oven, that I might be responsible for? And that poor fiancé would think it's his? That's a whole new level of fucked up. I'm telling you, paternity tests should be mandatory for everyone, especially after shit like this. I don't know the story behind her relationship. She didn't mention anything about it. Could they have an open relationship? I have no idea, because I didn't ask. Most guys wouldn't, not when a girl's hitting on them and there's no ring on her finger. You just assume she's single, free and clear. But these days, you can't assume anything. It's weird that her contact name was Fiancé, and not his actual name, but then again, who the hell knows what goes on in people's heads? Regardless, I should have at least asked after I saw that. I took the most reckless and thoughtless route by just hooking up without trying to find out more, or flat out ending it. I'll give myself some credit, at least I'm remorseful now. But remorse doesn't undo the screw up. And this whole thing? It's not some post I made to hate women. This is genuinely my first time experiencing something like this, where someone doesn't wear a ring and never mentions their significant other while out. I honestly thought it was some kind of outlier behavior. But after hearing from so many people, especially other guys, turns out it's not. This happens all the damn time. It's not an outlier, it's a symptom of something deeply messed up in modern dating. So, what's a guy to do after a screw-up like this? First off, I went and got an STD test. That was the absolute first thing. Praying to God I didn't catch anything, didn't get myself into a lifetime of problems. And then, there's the whole redemption angle. Some guys said I should go back to that bar, try to find out who she is, track down the fiancé, and tell him. That's a heavy thought. I mean, do I want to be the guy who blows up some dude's life just to redeem myself? He might kick my ass, and honestly, I'd probably deserve it. But that guy deserves to know. He deserves to know what kind of woman he's about to marry. It's a tough call, balancing self-preservation with the idea of doing the right thing, especially when the right thing is going to cause a shitstorm. But what if she is pregnant? That thought just gnaws at me. That could be my kid, and he'd be raising it, none the wiser. That's a whole different level of fucked up. One guy commented, and it hit me hard. I think the most scary part is the lack of protection. Randos and no condoms can become your problem, whether it's a disease or pregnancy that can be damaging for your future. Her engagement creating cheating damages her future if she gets caught. If you haven't seen the phone, you've been in the dark entirely. Maybe just be choosier in the future by asking questions and wearing protection. Always wear protection, guys. He's not wrong. It feels better without protection, we all know that. In the moment, a condom is the last thing you want to deal with. But man, it's just not worth it. The risk is too high. Another one nailed it too. Not for nothing, but you seem to be wrapping this as more her fault than yours. I get that you were drunk and you were trying to use that to minimize your part here, but in the end consider this. If you won't respect someone else's relationship, why should anybody else respect yours? That's dumb. He's right. I can't expect loyalty or respect in my own relationships if I'm not willing to give it to others, even in a messed up situation like this. It's a cold hard truth about karma. One day, I might be that guy, the one getting cheated on, and then I'll really know how it feels. And finally, this one guy suggested, first get checked for STDs. And honestly, I'd post something somewhere like this. If your fiancé was at bar name in city in this neighborhood on Friday, May whatever, and you proposed to her on the beach while wearing a blue sweater and her in a red floral dress, she cheated on you because we had sex several times that night. The next morning I saw her iPhone's lock screen that is set with your proposal photo. Her first name is such, and she was at the bar with her friend named such and such. The guy deserves to know. Now stop having sex with people already in relationships. Don't be that guy. That's a radical move. Public shaming, blowing up someone's life. But is it wrong? In this situation, given what she did, and the potential consequences for that poor dude. Maybe it's not. It's the only way to truly redeem myself, to try and fix the mess I inadvertently became a part of. Because frankly, I don't want to be that guy who just shrugs and moves on, knowing what I know. This experience hammered home one thing: you gotta protect yourself, always, but also, you gotta do what you can to make things right, even when it's uncomfortable as hell. It's about integrity, and trying to sleep at night. So yeah, girls' nights, bachelorette parties, girls' weekends, they're not all going to end in infidelity. But a hell of a lot of them do. And if a woman is engaged or married, she needs to act like it. not like a single chick out on the prowl. This whole thing was a brutal lesson, a punch to the gut that I needed. It makes you think about who you're interacting with, what their intentions are, and what kind of person you want to be. Because at the end of the day, you gotta live with your choices. And I'm still figuring out how to live with this one.